What book are we going to read? Moon Man. We're going to read Moon Man. Moon Man by Tomi Ungerer. You ready? Let's go. Moon Man by Tomi Ungerer. On clear, starry nights, the Moon Man can be seen curled up in his shimmering seat in space. Yeah, the Moon Man. That's right. Every night from his drifting sphere, the Moon Man was filled with envy as he watched the Earth people dance. If only I could join the fun, he thought. Life up here is such a bore. Look at the people dancing. See the birds? Yeah. You see the man playing guitar? Yeah, he's a green hat, right? Yeah. One night, a shooting star flashed by. The Moon Man leaped just in time to catch the fiery tail of the comet. This is one of my favorite illustrations in the whole book. It's so beautiful. The night creatures of the woods fled in terror at the loud crash of the fallen star. Do you see the fox running away? Do you see the owl flying away? Yeah, they're getting out of there. The noise brought hundreds of people from a nearby town. Soldiers sped to defend the earth. Firemen hastened to quench the flaming light. Yep, the ice cream man hurried to set up his stand for the spectators. The ice cream man's ahead of everybody. Even ahead of the army and the general. See the general up there? He's coming. Yep, that's the general. When they reached the site of the crash, no one could decide what the pale, soft creature lying in the crater could be.
Come here.
Yep.
This.
A pitchfork. Right?
Come here.
Yep, and a doggy and a pitchfork. Government officials were alerted. Statesmen, scientists, and generals panicked. They called the mysterious visitor an invader. That's the general.
Yeah.
The Moon Man was thrown in jail while a special court conducted a criminal investigation. Poor Moon Man. His hopes of dancing among the merry crowds and bright lanterns were crushed.
Mouse.
Yeah, there's the mouse. What sound does a mouse make?
Mouse.
Doesn't it squeak?
Yeah.
One night as the Moon Man sat wondering why he was so cruelly treated, he noticed that his left side had faded. Why, I must be in my third quarter, he thought happily. Every night as the moon grew thinner and thinner, so did the Moon Man, until at last he was able to squeeze through the bars of his window. See, the Moon Man's just getting, he's only half a Moon Man now. When the head of the armed forces paid a visit to inspect the weird captive, he found the cell empty. The general was furious.
Dinner.
The general was furious. You can see him yelling. The Moon Man is gone. He slipped through the bars of the window. Days later, as the moon reappeared in its first quarter, a quarter of the Moon Man came back. 2 weeks later, he had reached his full size again. Delighted with his freedom, he wandered about, discovering the sweet-smelling flowers, the splendid birds and butterflies. Do you see the Moon Man holding a rose? He's got a flower. What about the cat? You see the cat? Meow. What about the owl? See an owl? What about the butterfly? Yep. He came upon a garden party where people in gorgeous costumes were dancing. That's the trumpet player. Look, someone has come as the man in the moon, a lady cried. The Moon Man danced blissfully for hours.
Dance.
He's dancing. He's dancing. The Moon Man is dancing. See? Next page. Yeah. Alas, a grumpy killjoy complained of the late music to the police. Scared by the sight of the guns and uniforms, the Moon Man dashed off to the nearby woods, but he was spotted by the policeman and a wild chase began. See the policeman coming? Moon Man is running.
Yeah.
See if he gets away. Swiftly outracing the police, the Moon Man shot across the countryside.
Look, it's up.
In a lonely place, he came upon an ancient castle. You notice something about this castle, don't you?
That's Maya, Maya, Maya.
You're having a story. You're reading Moon Man by Tomi Ungerer. And look who's on this page. There, he was welcomed by a long-forgotten scientist, Dr. Bunsen van der Dunkel. For centuries, he had been perfecting a spacecraft to reach the moon. Look at his big glasses and his funny beard. Now finished the intricate rocket ship. Now finished, the intricate machine rested on its launch pad in a castle turret. Dr. van der Dunkel had grown too old and too fat to fit in the capsule. He asked his guest to be his first passenger. The Moon Man, who had realized that he could never live peacefully on this planet, agreed to go. There they are. They're getting ready to go. The Moon Man's gonna go. And you know what happens on the next page, your favorite page of the whole book.
Look, it's up.
Rocket ship takes off. Dr. van der Dunkel decided to wait for the moon to enter its third quarter. By then, the Moon Man will have grown small enough to fit in the capsule, he thought. A few nights later, the Moon Man took leave of his benefactor. With tears in their eyes, they bade each other farewell. Then the Moon Man blasted off with a roar of rockets. Right? Having succeeded in the launching of his spacecraft, Dr. van der Dunkel at last received the recognition he had so long deserved. He was elected chairman of an important scientific committee. Who's under the table?
Ducky.
Yep. Having satisfied his curiosity, the Moon Man never returned to Earth and remained ever after curled up in his shimmering seat in space. There he is. Kind of hard to see.
Maya, Maya,
There.
Maya.
See a little better like that. Yeah, Maya, you just had your story, the Moon Man. Now can you say night-night to everybody? The end. The book is over. The end. Can you say night-night?